Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to another episode of Have Your Say. I'm your presenter Bashir Blenman, and today we're going to talk about a very touchy subject. It's the subject of zina, of unlawful sexual relations, and it's something that is destroying society. It destroyed society before, it's destroying society now, and it will continue to destroy society until a change is made. So we have some young brothers here today, by the mercy of Allah, because we need to hear a younger perspective on this, because it's a big issue for the youth. Like, they're unable to get married at the moment. Maybe they're at the age where they don't have the funds to get married. Maybe they don't have the permission to get married, or they just generally don't have the means, or they're not in a position to be married. So their fitna is a lot more difficult than we can imagine. So we're gonna get a perspective from the young brothers today, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. What's your name, please, brother?
My name is Ali.
Ali, nice to meet you. What's your name, please, brother? Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. My name is Arslan. Aslan.
Aslan, nice to meet you, Aslan. How old are you, brothers, if you don't mind me asking? How old are you?
I'm 15.
You're 15?
I'm 15.
You're 15, mashallah. Yeah? May Allah protect you guys. Okay. You guys are 15, yeah? But at 15 years old, technically you're a man. Technically you're a man. And a man has desires, yeah? But like at your age and at any age, we have to do things the right way, inshallah. Yes, we know there's a right way to do things and there's a wrong way to do things. Like we know the sexual relations is something is an act of worship, and it's something that is a means of ajr for us. Yes, but we have to do it in the right way, inshallah. So for you guys, you know that you're gonna have to be a bit patient in regards to getting married and whatnot and these type of things. But before that time, it's going to be a bit difficult for you guys. So what's your current situation now in regards to how you view the situation? Is there a lot of peer pressure for you in school? Are your friends having girlfriends? And what's your situation at the moment? How do you feel about the relationships with women? We'll start with Aslan.
In school, a lot of Muslim people and non-Muslim, they got girlfriends, like my friends, and they commit zina and obviously doing wrong things as well.
So it's something that's affecting you in your face?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. How do you feel?
Yeah, like there's definitely a lot of zina, like in my school. Like all my friends, they're all committing zina, and like it's like peer pressure. Like when they're doing it, you feel left out, and it will make other young youth like do the same.
So like I say, it's a big problem, even with the Muslim community. This is the thing that's sad. We know that in the non-Muslim communities, it's something that is normal. It's something that you don't even really have to hide from your parents or anything like that. But like we know as Muslims, it's a very severe thing. It's a very, very severe thing for many reasons, guys. And we're going to touch on the reasons why it's so severe. And I think that the biggest problem, guys, is that people don't look at the severity to it. They think it's something that is fun and it's something that's cool, but they don't realize what comes after these things. Do you understand? They don't understand why Allah made this a major sin, made it something that is very detrimental to you and anyone that surrounded it. So what do you think that the brothers can do at a young age, they can do to try and avoid these problems?
As me, like you can go to the mosque, you can pray and do things like sports and that, then that's how you can stay away from zina. And don't follow other people, like a lot of friends, don't follow your friends.
So what have you done to try and avoid this so far? What's the main thing you can think of in your mind that's helped you to avoid?
Start praying praying. And
what about you, brother?
Yeah, just been praying 5 times a day. Like just don't follow all the bad influence around you. Like just keep your head down, do your work, pray 5 times a day, and that's how I.
So what do you think? Do you think because you have this type of lifestyle, do you think that it kind of helps you to deal with it a bit more? Or do you think that the issue is do you think that you have the same desire that maybe your friends that are not practicing have? Do you think it's a bit easier for you to deal with because of your Islam, or do you think it's basically still the same? What do you think, guys?
I think if you're in the deen, like if you're practicing, then it's easy for you to, like, it's wrong and it's a major sin. But if you're not practicing, then obviously you don't know it.
Because in Islam, you know if you're right from wrong. So if you're like, you should know you're right from wrong. So you should know not to sin, and like follow all your friends and following what they're doing.
Because the point I'm making, brothers, yeah, like I say, none of us are pious. We're not pious. We're all sinners. We all have desires. Do you understand? But the point I'm making is that you guys, mashallah, tabarakallah, yes, you're staying away from something that is so dangerous. But why are you staying away from it? Not because you're a pious person or you're an angel, because you have Islam. Do you understand? Yes? Because you have Islam and you're trying to hold on to it and you're trying to practice it, it's protecting you from something that could destroy you. Do you understand? So for you guys, it's another reminder for you to understand that, subhanAllah, Allah's given me something that is so valuable, it's so precious, because it's stopping me from doing something that is so dangerous. Do you understand, guys? You have to proper look at this on a deeper level, where it's like all of my friends or most of my friends are either in this problem or they're right next to the problem. Do you understand? And I can imagine that's what's going on with you guys, especially in school. They're either doing it or they're about to do it. Do you understand? So if you guys are refraining from this problem, yes, it's not going to be easy, but it's easier. You have to understand that this Islam is not a joke now. If it's going to stop you from doing something that is like the biggest fitna on the earth for the men, you know this, guys. The biggest fitna for us as men are the women. So if you have something now that is stopping you from doing this, then you have to say alhamdulillah, yes? Okay, do you have, I don't say any names or anything, but do you have any friends that maybe have maybe fallen into this sin and they've had any type of bad effects after it? Can you think of anyone? Don't name any names, but just, do you have is there any bad experiences you know of?
Yeah, I know a Muslim sister, she's 15 years old and she was pregnant and then she doesn't know who the father is.
So what do you know? Is it someone you know? What was the effect after? What's her situation now?
She just had a baby and that's it. My parents will look after her and then she just out again. It was a normal thing. She doesn't practice nothing.
What, do you know any stories that you can think of that there's like
Yeah, there's a sister. She's 16. She did the same thing. Just going around. She doesn't know she had a baby. She doesn't know who the father is. Nothing. She doesn't. She's not religious. She doesn't. She was just going around.
But you understand now, brothers, okay? This zina issue is something that people look at like it's fun, especially with music and movies. This is something that is cool. It's cool to be a zani, to be someone that commits zina. It's cool in the movies and in the music. But you understand the effect, what happens after. Imagine that was your sister. Imagine that was your daughter. Do you understand? And one thing you have to understand, brothers, okay, and I'm saying this because I want you to understand this later. You're still young, you still live in your parents' home. You have a level of iman at the moment, but tomorrow's another day. Maybe tomorrow your iman will go down. Maybe your parents won't be looking at you so much and they won't be monitoring you. And then you have all the chances in the world to do the wrong thing. Think about it like this, guys, okay? On Yawm al-Qiyamah, there's many sins that you guys have done by yourself, yeah? And there's many sins that people don't know about. And if you ask Allah to forgive you, He'll forgive you. And He'll cover you, inshallah. Do you understand? But one of the biggest issues that you have in this life is that you commit sins against other people. So when you commit a sin against another person, Allah cannot cover you. You have to give the person their right. And with that right comes your deeds. And if you don't have any deeds to give the person, you will take their sins. Do you understand now, guys? So now look at something like zina. Something that can last a short time, something that can last a long time. Something that can happen once, something that can happen many times. It just takes that one woman to violate many people. You're violating her future son. Because her mum is a zani now. So you violated her future son. You violated her brother. You violated her mother. You violated her father. You violated her future husband. You violated her. Do you understand now, guys? So this is not something that is light. It's something very big. And Allah does not make something forbidden for no reason. Do you understand, guys? Many of the social problems we have now in life is because of zina. Do you understand, guys? Broken homes, broken hearts, diseases, zina. So, guys, you have to understand now. Allah's got something waiting for you guys. Yes? And there's a hadith of the one that will be under the shade of Allah. You know this, guys? The young one, the young Muslim who practices religion. So if you practice your religion now, guys, from a young age, it shall be under the shade of Allah. Do you understand? And the halal is much better than the haram. But you have to be patient, inshallah. Okay? What do you think? What advice could you give to like the other brothers, like the young brothers that are in the same situation? I know it's not easy. Sometimes we can't give advice because we're going through it ourselves. But what would you suggest that other brothers do to try to avoid this problem? What would you say?
Just pray 5 times a day. Keep your head down. Do your work. Just don't get involved. Don't get involved with them, with the people who are just influencing you to do bad.
Mashallah. What do you say, brother?
I think what you say, like stick with, like pray 5 times a day, and then just don't whatever your friends do, just don't get involved with that. Just stay out there and just keep your head down.
But you understand what I'm saying now, brothers, yeah? It's something that we kind of, it's like a, this is, and I feel bad for you guys because I know it's a bit of an uncomfortable thing to talk about, yeah? So don't feel bad. I know you feel uncomfortable, but it's something that you have to understand, guys. And it's something that you have to fear. Like Allah says, don't go near the zina. He doesn't say don't do the zina. He said don't go near it. Do you understand, guys? Because going near it, it's like a domino effect. Do you understand, guys? So especially at your age now, guys, understand that you're going to have desires. Understand that, you know what I mean, this is something that's going to affect you. Because Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said he didn't leave the ummah. The ummah's not been left with something worse than zina. And worse than, the more fitna than the woman. Sorry. The woman is the biggest fitna in this earth for the men. So you have to understand that even me, guys, wallahi, it's difficult for me to speak about. Because I understand the magnitude, I understand how severe it is. And it's sad to see that you young brothers, like I say, are having to deal with this situation at the moment because it's on your door now. You're in school now, you're getting older, you're becoming men. You have to understand what the bigger picture is, guys. Yeah? If you fall into this, maybe you never fall out of it. And it's going to destroy you guys. Okay? What do you think, what's something that you think that you can, I don't know, what do you think that is something that is making this situation worse for you? What's making it even more difficult to deal with the zina? Or to avoid it?
The school and the people around us, basically. It's not Muslim country, so the way people dress is making it more difficult. And in school as well, the way people dress, that's why it make it more difficult for us.
So you go to a mixed school, yeah?
Yeah.
What do you think? What's making it even more difficult?
Yeah, same. It's like the way, because we're not in a country where there's much Muslims, so like people, all the females, the sisters, they're showing off their bodies. Like we have to just lower our heads. It's hard for like all the youth, because it just.
No, I hear you, bro. I hear you, brother. But again, do you understand now? Is that with every trial, all of these fittings that you're going through, guys, the reward after is going to be amazing. Do you understand? The reward that you got waiting for you is not small. So you have to look at this as a long-term thing. At the end of the day, I can make a mistake now like all of my other friends, or most of my friends. I can be like these guys that they don't care about anything but themselves. Or I can think about myself and I can think about what's going to go ahead of me. Do you understand? And do the right thing. Because I'm telling you guys, you have to understand that there's many beautiful women in this world, but there's nothing more beautiful than a Muslim woman. The Muslim woman is not a joke. And the righteous Muslim woman, do you understand? So if you want a righteous Muslim woman, something that Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam has described as the best thing in this dunya is the righteous wife. If you want a righteous wife, you have to be a righteous man. Do you understand, guys? And you have to think about it. Would you want this for your sister? Would you want this for your daughter? Would you want this for your mother? I'd like to thank you guys for coming again. Well, I'm very grateful. Okay, I know it was a difficult topic to speak about, but it's very important. And I also like to protect you guys and make you understand what this is really about. If you stay away from this problem, the reward is going to be marvelous. Do you understand? But if you fall into it, maybe you won't fall out of it. Okay, guys? Okay? Okay. Thanks again for coming to another episode of Have Your Say. Please, brothers and sisters, understand the magnitude of zina. Understand that it's something that destroys societies. It can destroy the whole world. Okay? Understand it's something that is not just going to destroy someone, it's going to destroy you. So inshallah ta'ala, may Allah protect us from this evil and make us a means of doing good things and avoiding the bad things, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.